Today we are going to discuss about the chapter Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. Living organisms are of two kinds, plants and animals. Apart from these two, there are other kind of organisms which we cannot see through our naked eye because they are too small, tiny. They are called microorganisms. Microorganisms or microbes. You see, you keep one bread piece open for 2 days. On the top of the bread, the greyish structure, the greyish patches are formed. That is microorganisms. The grey patches contains filament-like structures. By using magnifying glass, you can see the small tiny structure formed on those bread. We call that as microorganisms. Microorganisms are classified into major groups, that is bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. Microorganisms can be helpful to us, sometimes it is very harmful and cause dangerous diseases to our human beings. Viruses. Viruses is also one of the parts, and viruses also microscopic but are different from other microorganisms. It reproduces only inside the cell of host organisms, and viruses can be seen through under electron microscope. So, common elements like flu, cold are caused by virus. The disease caused by virus, the prevention is the only way. Serious diseases like chickenpox, polio also too, caused by the viruses. So many of them are not cured. Prevention is the only point. So virus in outside is just like a dust particle. They are not considered as the living organisms. They are not considered as a living thing. It cannot have any metabolism. Once it entered into the host, its work is very, very few years. Next. This is the structure of virus. Next, bacteria. Bacteria, they spread through air or water or by another insects and they cause diseases. Bacteria is bigger than viruses. TB and typhoid are very dangerous, and this is spread by the bacteria, which is bigger than viruses. Next, fungus. Fungi, molds are found on rotten food. Fungi, as we already discussed about that, the moistured bread kept in a warm place we find on certain growth, that is mold. Here see, this is mold. These are unicellular and molds are seen in rotten food. Many of the fungus causes skin diseases and skin allergy. Next, protozoan. This is amoeba and paramecium. So amoeba and paramecium are protozoans. Protozoans are the microorganisms. Even they also cause diseases. Malaria and elephantiasis caused by protozoan. Protozoan are much bigger than bacteria. So bacteria are bigger than viruses. Here protozoan are much bigger than bacteria. This is amoeba and this is paramecium. Where do they live? They are omnipresent. Omnipresent means they are everywhere. They live in water, air and other organisms. Plants and animals carry microorganisms. Even us. In our gut area, millions of microorganisms are there. Microorganisms live in all climates. Celsius also some. In all degrees Celsius, even also some microorganisms are existing. Even in minus degree also, microorganisms are existing. Even in high cold and high hot and extremely salty conditions also, they are able to live. So they are omnipresent too. Somehow the fungi are live in colony. An amoeba is an individual organism. They do not live in colony. Next, microorganisms and us. Diseases like typhoid, HIV and AIDS, chickenpox, polio, cholera, etc., especially infectious diseases caused by microorganisms. The diseases not be cured, it leads to death. On the other side, they help us a lot. They take part in our daily requirement too. So microorganisms, they are harmful and some of them are friendly. Okay, infectious diseases caused by these microorganisms, if it is not to be cured, it leads to death. Okay, so in your daily life, making curd with the help of these bacteria. Okay, if the curd is taken as buttermilk and we take curd as with our rice, with our lunch, we take curd. It is covered to 4 to 5 hours, then milk is turned into curd. In this way, the microorganisms helps to change the milk. The next day, the milk turns to curd. Here, the microorganisms plays a role. In next example, for example, you take idli or dosa batter. Yeast plays a vital role. Yeast turns our batter little salty. Add a little salt, it makes the batter puff. You see the air bubbles on the top of the batter. It's made of yeast. So, in your daily life, microorganisms all play a vital role. They are friendly to us on the other side. For example, animal is died, they buried in the soil. After a few days, what happened? Their dead bodies mix up with the soil. How? Microorganisms did this. It helps the body to fix up the soil. Okay? Next. Commercial use of microorganisms. Production of alcohol. Alcohol in beverages. It is used in whiskey, brandy, which can consumed by people has good commercial value now. And wine. And in vinegar, they are produced with the help of microorganisms. In Chinese cuisine also vinegar is mostly used. Yeast is helpful in producing alcohol and vinegar. Yeast is added to natural sugars, barley, crushed fruit juice. Yeast acts as a simple sugars and turns to alcohol. And what is fermentation? So the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is fermentation. Next. Medicinal use of microorganisms. Antibiotics is the medicine which are sourced from the microorganisms. Whenever you fall ill, you go to doctor and they will give antibiotic tablets, injection or capsules like penicillin. The source of these medicines, microorganisms only. These medicines kill the disease-causing microorganisms. Such medicines called antibiotics. You know, the great Alexander Fleming, he found a fungus called Penicillium notatum, which is killing diseases causing bacteria. And then he extracted penicillin. Wonderful antibiotic. It's used in World War II. It saved many people's lives. There are so many antibiotics like streptomycin, erythromycin, tetracycline. Next. One hand it is used as antibiotic and another use is vaccination. The other main use of microorganisms is vaccination. Certain diseases caused by the virus cannot be cured by the medicine. So there is an alternate method which is found by Edward Jenner is the process of vaccination. Vaccination helps in preventions. For example, polio. There are no medicine to be permanently cured. In such cases, diseases can be prevented by vaccinations. So from newborn, maybe from day one, they have vaccinations, you know. When the disease-carrying microbes enter into our body, the body produces antibody to fight the invader. So that's the process of vaccination in our body. Soil fertility. Soil fertility is increased by certain microorganisms, that is blue-green algae. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria. Soil contains good amount of nitrogen compound that soil is fertile. Air contains 78% of nitrogen. Plants cannot absorb directly. Plants get nitrogen salts from the soil. The soil contains some bacteria, that is cyanobacteria, which fixes atmospheric nitrogen to the soil. Another hand is lightning process also there. It's physical method, but it's limited. It's a rare process. Bacteria done a good job to convert nitrogen in the air to nitrogen compounds, and this way bacteria increase the fertility of soil. Okay, one is lightning, another one is the bacteria done convert nitrogen in the air to nitrogen compounds. Next, clean the environment. One is soil fertility. Another one is decomposition. Bacteria decompose dead and decaying matter. It helps in two ways. Clean the environment and keeps the soil fertile. You often see the dead organic matter in the form of decaying plants and sometimes dead animals from the ground. You find that they disappear after some time. This is because microorganisms decompose dead organic waste of plants and animals, convert into simple substances. The simple substances are again taken by plants and animals. The decomposition, they makes the soil fertile, and other clean the environment. And thank you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Let's see the remaining portion in next class.